Hey there, amazing viewers. If you're receiving Social Security or SSDI benefits, I've got some incredible news that could make your new year extra special. We're talking about monthly stimulus payments worth up to $3,300 starting January 1 stone. Before we dive into all the exciting details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on important updates about Social Security, SSDI, and stimulus payments. Now, you might be wondering, is this really happening? How do I qualify? Well, I'm here to break down everything you need to know about these life-changing payments that could significantly boost your monthly income. The federal government has recognized the ongoing financial challenges faced by Social Security and SSDI recipients, especially with the rising cost of living, and has responded with this comprehensive support package. Let's talk about who's eligible for these payments. If you're currently receiving Social Security Retirement Benefits, SSDI, or SSI, you could be among the millions of Americans who qualify for these monthly stimulus payments. But here's the important part: your current benefit amount and overall income will play a crucial role in determining exactly how much you'll receive. Have you been keeping track of your benefit statements? This information will be vital in understanding your potential payment amount. One of the most common questions I'm getting is about the payment structure. The maximum amount of $3,300 isn't a one-size-fits-all payment. Instead, it's calculated based on several factors, including your current benefit amount, cost of living adjustments, and any additional supplemental security income you might be receiving. Are you wondering how this might affect your current benefits? Don't worry, these stimulus payments won't reduce or affect your existing Social Security or SSDI benefits in any way. Here's something crucial you need to know. The application process isn't automatic for everyone. While some beneficiaries will be enrolled automatically, others might need to take specific steps to ensure they receive these payments. Have you checked your My Social Security account recently? This should be your first step in preparing for these payments. The Social Security Administration will be using this platform to communicate important information about eligibility and payment schedules. Let's talk about the timing of these payments. Starting January 1 stone, the payments will be distributed according to a schedule similar to your regular Social Security payments. But here's the interesting part: some recipients might receive their payments earlier than others, depending on their birth date and the type of benefits they receive. Are you familiar with your payment schedule? Understanding this will help you better plan your finances for the coming year. Many viewers have been asking about the duration of these payments. The current program is structured to provide monthly payments throughout the year, but there's potential for extension based on economic conditions and legislative decisions. This is why it's crucial to stay informed about any updates or changes to the program. Have you considered how you might use these additional funds to improve your financial situation? Now, let's discuss something that's causing some confusion: the relationship between these stimulus payments and other government benefits. If you're receiving Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, or housing assistance, you'll be relieved to know that these stimulus payments won't affect your eligibility for these programs. The payments are not counted as income for the purpose of determining eligibility for federal benefit programs. Isn't it great to know you won't have to choose between these new payments and your existing benefits? Here's an important aspect that many people overlook: the tax implications of these stimulus payments. Unlike some other forms of income, these payments are not taxable. You won't need to report them on your tax return, and they won't push you into a higher tax bracket. Have you been concerned about how additional income might affect your tax situation? This tax-free status is definitely good news for recipients. For those of you who are representative payees for Social Security or SSDI beneficiaries, there are special considerations to keep in mind. The same rules that apply to managing regular benefits will apply to these stimulus payments. Are you clear about your responsibilities as a representative payee? It's essential to understand how to properly manage and document the use of these additional funds. Let's address another common concern: what happens if you receive both Social Security and SSDI benefits? In these cases, the payment calculation becomes more complex, but don't worry. The Social Security Administration has systems in place to ensure you receive the correct amount based on your specific situation. Have you been receiving both types of benefits? This might affect how your stimulus payment is calculated. Security is always a top priority when it comes to government payments. The Social Security Administration has implemented robust measures to protect these payments from fraud and ensure they reach the intended recipients. But here's something you need to know: scammers might try to take advantage of this situation. Are you familiar with the common signs of Social Security scams? It's crucial to protect yourself by never sharing personal information with unsolicited callers or emails claiming to be from the Social Security Administration. For those of you who have recently applied for Social Security or SSDI benefits, you might be wondering about your eligibility for these stimulus payments. The good news is that new beneficiaries who are approved before the payment rollout begins will be eligible. However, the timing of your approval might affect when you start receiving the stimulus payments. Have you recently applied for benefits? Make sure to keep track of your application status and approval date. Let's talk about some practical aspects of receiving these payments. Most beneficiaries will receive their payments through the same method they currently receive their Social Security or SSDI benefits, whether that's direct deposit or a direct express card. But here's a tip: if you haven't set up direct deposit yet, now might be the perfect time to do so. Have you considered switching to direct deposit for faster, more secure payment delivery? One aspect that's particularly important is how these payments might affect your budget planning for 2024. With up to $3,300 in additional monthly support, you have an opportunity to improve your financial situation significantly. Some recipients are planning to use these funds to pay off debt, while others are looking to build emergency savings. What would you do with this extra monthly income? It's worth taking some time to plan how you'll make the most of these payments. For those of you who live in states with supplemental SSI programs, there's more good news. These federal stimulus payments won't affect your state supplemental payments. In fact, some states might provide additional support on top of these federal payments. Are you aware of your state's supplemental programs? It's worth checking what additional benefits might be available in your area. Here's something interesting about the payment schedule: it's designed to help manage the distribution of funds efficiently while ensuring that recipients get their payments as quickly as possible. The Social Security Administration has learned from previous stimulus payment rollouts and has streamlined the process. However, it's important to note that some recipients might experience slight delays in their first payment. Have you experienced delays with previous government payments? Understanding the schedule can help you plan accordingly. Let's discuss the verification process for these payments. The Social Security Administration will use their existing records to verify eligibility, but in some cases, they might need additional information. This is particularly true if your circumstances have changed recently. Are your contact details and other information up to date in your Social Security record? Taking a few minutes to verify and update your information could prevent delays in receiving your payments. For those who are wondering about appeals, yes, there will be an appeals process if you believe you're eligible but don't receive payments or receive less than you think you should. The process will be similar to the existing Social Security appeals process, but with some modifications to handle these specific payments. Have you ever had to appeal a Social Security decision? Understanding your rights and the appeals process is crucial. Here's an important consideration for international recipients: if you're a U.S. citizen receiving Social Security or SSDI benefits while living abroad, you'll still be eligible for these stimulus payments. However, there might be some additional verification requirements. Are you currently receiving benefits outside the United States? Make sure to stay in touch with the Federal Benefits Unit at your nearest U.S. Embassy or consulate. Let's address a concern that many people have about future benefit adjustments. These stimulus payments are separate from the regular cost of living adjustments, COLA, that Social Security and SSDI benefits receive. This means you'll still be eligible for any COLA increases that might come in the future. Isn't it reassuring to know that these payments are truly supplemental to your existing benefits? For those of you who help manage benefits for family members, it's important to understand how these payments might affect household budgeting. If multiple members of your household receive Social Security or SSDI benefits, each eligible